Do you ever get this feeling when you with someone and at the same time something feels weird? It's almost feel like you are missing someone. Imagine you with your partner right now, with your current man or woman, with your wife. But previously, or you probably had other partners, intimate partners, sexual partners before. Unless it's your first man or first woman, of course, then. But most of us, we changing partners through our lifetime. Some people have many partners. And I'm not gonna put here in the corner just men. A lot of women, they switch partners every 6 months, every year. They go on dating sites and they just go crazy. Men as well, a lot of men, when they feel lonely, or when they feel frustrated, or when they feel they should revenge, they go and they switch partners, sexual partners, intimate partners. So let's dive deep and see how does that affect us. Well, number one, we live in a society in nowadays where people are afraid of a bondage. They're afraid of responsibilities. They're afraid of real, truthful connection. And that particular point is very, very sad. Very sad and depressing point is because people don't want to show their true nature. They don't want to open their heart and be open to love somebody. Some people not ready. Some people emotionally are not developed for that. And that's their responsibility to grow emotionally. And other people are being wounded and hurt so many times with previous partners that the door is shut, the door to their heart, to their soul. It's completely shut. And so what they do is they keep dating other women, other men, having a few weeks or few months relationship, sometime up to a year. And they keep switching partners. They keep searching for something, and they cannot find. And the problem with that is when we keep switching our intimate partners, our sexual partners, it affects both parties. It affects you immediately and the partner that you've been with. Remember, every single person you ever been intimate, either you're a man or a woman, it doesn't really matter. We connect on the most intimate, on the most personal level that you can imagine. Imagine that your partner gets much closer to you than you even get to your mother, right? Because when we enter each other's bodies, when we share each other's bodies, when we share each other chemistry, skin touches the skin, we exchange kisses, we exchange touches, and so more and so forth. We also exchange energy. And very few people really think about that. They think, oh, well, I cut all the ties with this man, or I finish with this woman, I move on. But the part of that woman or part of that man, it's still sitting inside of you and will be there forever. Can you imagine that? So if you had, let's say, 10 partners in your life, and you are right now like 30 or 35 or maybe 45, and all those 10 partners, those 10 women or 10 men are still part of you. Can you imagine that? So each time we connect in an intimate moment with the person, we sharing simultaneously at the same time, we sharing our karma with them, and vice versa. We sharing our beliefs, even if you don't believe in something, and you don't even have to discuss that. This is how our energy, our chakras, our energy portals working. Try to remember yourself standing in line in a grocery store or in a gas station or whatever you go in, and there is a line. And we usually try to avoid to stand very close to the person unless you don't have boundaries or sense of personal space. They say people who stand really far from other people, the aura is so big that they literally can feel the interconnecting with other person. I'm one of those. I don't like when people stand very close to me or speak close to my face. I feel very defensive at that moment when people come close to me, even if they're friendly. As long as they're not my friends, I don't like to people be in my space. But imagine if you feel like that in line, when you're standing in line, when you interact with a person that you barely know his or her background, his or her life, his or her childhood. Now you're in an intimate moment in the same bed, spending a night or even few hours or whatever, exchanging your chemistry, giving your body away to that person. Imagine how crucial it is to make sure that you, number one, trust that person. Number two, that the person is not gonna hurt you. Number three, that the person has a clear and good intention towards you. Number four, that this person has a good ass karma. And number five, that you will stay with that person more than one day or more than 1 week. And you know why it is important? Because the energy of that person, their karma, their life, their behavior, every single thing, everything, every aspect of their life, of her, his life, will immediately, directly affecting you. Some men, some businessmen, they know when they get a girlfriend or a woman that they're dating, and all of a sudden their business start to go down, right? Or they start to lose money. They know right away, they sense it, even if they don't believe in the spirituality, they sense it, that this woman is not good for them. And that happened with a woman sometime. I know a lot of friends of mine, when they meet a man and all of a sudden her business start to struggle, she start to have a health issue, everything start to basically fall down as a, the domino effect. So very important to remember that when we meet a person in life, and I know we don't live in the dark ages, we don't live in a medieval time, we don't live in a time where one husband for life or one wife is for life, which is also good, right? And those good old days. But when you get that person, before you jump with that person in bed, before you discover their genitals, discover their purpose, discover their true identity, discover their heart, discover their beliefs, take them on a date, go with them to the nature, share with them your beliefs. Once you find that your soul clicks, your heart clicks, your skin tingling without touching them or kissing them or grabbing their body parts, then you know this person is right for you. And try to keep that person. Because when we switching people, we keep changing energy and we keep giving little bit of ourselves to each of that person. So by the time you 30, 35, 40, you feel drained. It's because a little bit of that energy you keep giving away, and it's keep leaving you with those people are taking chunks of you. Remember that. There is a spiritual practice where you do cleansing of your aura, cleansing of your chakras, cleansing of all those ties. It takes time, it takes practice, and it takes knowledge. And I actually do that to people and with people. But to avoid all that cleansing, try to stay clean. Try to, when you find somebody, cherish them, love them, be with them, build a relationship with them. Don't try to escape from responsibilities or from real feeling. And if you don't want responsibilities or feeling, then simply stay by yourself, stay alone. Or if you really want to feel the feeling, then you got to be responsible for that. Be blessed, be loved, and be wise.